this extremely supreme peace place where we explore spirituality, soul consciousness, and the deeper truths of life that help us rise above fear, stress, and negativity. So, today's episode is incredibly powerful because we are discussing a simple truth that can completely transform your vibration, your aura, and your destiny. I am Mona and I have Chetnaji with me. Let me leave. We can say in Hindi, कुसंग का त्याग ही सबसे बड़ा सत्संग है. Means leaving bad company is the greatest satsang, we can say.
Yeah. So, Monaji, it's like sorry, 1 second. So many people think that satsang only means sitting in a spiritual gathering, visiting temples, or listening the discourse externally. But the real spiritual growth begins the moment a soul consciously decides to step away from negativity. So, negative environment, negative media, toxic conversation, and low frequency thinking.
Hmm. Hmm.
And that one decision itself becomes the highest form of satsang.
Hmm. So, Chetnaji, recently Anant Bhai Patel shared a remarkable real life story that deeply touched many people.
Mhm.
Uh, an aerospace engineer from IT, someone with a highly successful corporate career and a package of like we can say 36 lakh per year, choose to leave everything behind and go towards the Kumbh Mela in search of liberation and spiritual truth.
Right. So this is the episode 1239 from Bapuji's channel, and Anand Bhai hosted this. So he was referring that IIT guy who went to the Kumbh Mela. He left the job. He was in Canada for few days, and he left the job.
Mhm.
So that was very fascinating example. And what's fascinating is how difficult it was for his family to understand the decision. Like from the worldly perspective, success means money, position, status, and security. But when the soul begins to awaken from
Hmm.
the moh, maya, and worldly attachment, it starts seeking something much deeper. So
Hmm.
the soul begins to remembering its original state. And Bapuji often says that within every soul exists a brilliance equal to countless suns.
Hmm.
But this brilliance remains hidden beneath the attachment, fear, ego, and distraction. So the moment
Hmm.
we begin detaching from this lower vibration, that divine light naturally starts emerging.
Hmm. So true. So this the discussion also reflected on global events happening around us, especially
Mhm.
massive fires destroying luxurious homes, overnight, and instantly it reminded people of Bapuji's teachings. A person can sleep as a billionaire at night and stand on the road by morning.
Right. That's the start of the 2026, I believe, right? So the person having the billion money, they have the house, but they lost in the fire. So
Hmm.
that teaching feels more relevant today than even before. Also, the physical world is temporarily and unstable, correct? It's not the
So true.
permanent. Its
Hmm.
materialism gives a illusion of permanence, but the
Hmm.
safety does not come from the possessions. Real
Hmm.
protection comes from the inner purification. And when
So
the
true.
consciousness of humanity becomes filled with the greed, anger, stress, and selfishness, it affects the collective atmosphere. We call it
Hmm.
Vayumandal.
Hmm.
But when souls begin purifying themselves through peace, meditation, and higher thoughts, they naturally contribute healing the vibrations to the world. And this
Hmm.
is why the spiritual work is not selfish, it is actually a service to humanity.
Hmm. So true. And listeners, it's very important to understand that the bad society we can call kusang is not limited to bad friendships. It
Yeah,
can also mean constantly consuming negative news, gossiping, criticizing others, doubting spiritual progress, staying trapped in fear, or repeatedly feeding the mind with low energy content.
exactly.
This,
So
yeah.
true satsang begins within, right? It
Mhm,
begins through the Atma Chintanman, soul conscious, soul
mhm,
awareness, deep
mhm,
soul reflection. So the moment you make a firm inner sankalp, like resolution, the
mhm,
moment we take the resolution, a powerful soul level resolution to purify your thoughts and protect your vibration, the universe begins helping you. What does it
mhm,
mean? According to Bapuji, that the vibrations, your vibration and your inner power in your connection with the Supreme Father starts working. So old
mhm,
habits starts weakening naturally and negative attractions begin losing their power. And
mhm,
gradually the soul enters what we can call it high performance spiritual state. A
mhm,
state where the peace becomes natural, clarity
mhm,
becomes natural, and
mhm,
divine connection becomes effortless.
mhm. Beautifully said, Chetna ji. So, today, dear listeners, take a moment to honestly observe what energies are you allowing in your daily life, and
True.
what kind of conversations shape your mind, what kind of content shapes your vibration. Because every thought you repeatedly consume becomes part of your consciousness.
Wow. So
Mm.
it's like many kids, teens, they continuously scrolling and
Yes,
they watch sometimes the content which is not required, which is they don't, they are not interested also.
yes, yes, yes. So true.
So, and with that awareness, let us gently close today's session. Let's sit comfortably, relax
Mm.
your body,
Mm.
and take a
Mhm,
deep breath.
mhm,
And now slowly bring your attention inwards to your third eye, which is Agya Chakra,
mhm,
and experience yourself as a peaceful soul,
mm,
beyond the body, beyond the noise of the world, a
mm,
being of pure light. And
mm.
now let us enter a few moments of silence of supreme peace and
Supreme peace.
connection with Supreme Father.
Yeah. So the
Param
key important things are the true satsang begins when we consciously leave negative influences,
Mhm.
when we are detached from low vibrations that can awaken the hidden brilliance of the soul. So, the inner purification also helps heal not only the individual but also the collective atmosphere. So, spirituality is not escape, it is a conscious transformation. So, thank you so much for joining today. And if this episode touched your heart, share it with someone who may need peace and clarity today. So until next time, stay aware, stay peaceful, and stay connected to your higher self. And we'll be back with different topic next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Param Shanti.
Supreme peace. Param Shanti.